the next startup in the house we have is all set to revolutionize the way the chai ki tapri and the Maggi ki lari is operating in the most affordable and hygienic manner. So I'd like to call upon the founder of Lari to present and pitch in.
Hi everyone. Good evening. So I am Aditya from Cibos Techno Solutions Pvt Limited, founder and CEO. So there is one thing in the world which I absolutely love. I love street food. How many of you do love street food? It's amazing out there in India, amazing, delicious street food, and that's something I love. And I really wanted to work something around street food and see how can I make a difference in the industry out there. So I went and worked on a street food cart for 45 plus days to understand what is the issues, what is something out there which can be changed, which can be made better. Understanding there, I vended street food on my own, and got involved with 268 plus street food vendor, developed a technology as well, and built some meaningful products around it. So when I was there talking on street food vendors and a lot of other places, I understood two main problems out there. One, there is a huge lack of portable and modular infrastructure for small entrepreneurs out there, which is affordable, portable, and modular. Another, there is a lack of battery operated temperature specific delivery and vending. So if I want to have a refrigerator, I can have it. I need a plug, I need electricity, but there is no battery operated out there which is affordable and accessible. So these were the two main problems I identified. And it's in India, if we look at the micro entrepreneurs, it's a huge market of 41 billion plus US dollars. And a huge segment is rising. How many of you are aware about people like MBA Chaiwala, Celebrity Chaiwala out there? You see their social media posts and every day. So there is a huge class of youth, young professional, which is rising. They are aspiring that, okay, let me start my own small tapri, let me start my own small business, and maybe I'll be famous someday, but I'll make some money. So it's a huge segment which is rising today itself. So it's not just in India, it's across the globe, specifically in the southern hemisphere, this is the case. And that is where Cibos comes in. Cibos literally means food in Latin. And at Cibos, we do three things. One, we develop Lari, which is affordable, sustainable street vending carts. Second, we develop technology, which is heating and cooling solutions, which are powered by battery and can be charged by solar. We also work with inclusion of street food vendors where we train them, aware them, include them on the financial side, and work with them towards access of government schemes as well. So our first product is Lari, which is designed with care, which is modular portable, which is hygienic food grade, and which is solar powered, which is optional. So you see the cart here, you can see it downstairs in the exhibition area as well. The cart here is made out of 100% recycled material, and it can fold it, something like the image next to it, in less than 3 minutes. In less than 3 minutes, it can be folded and taken out on any two-wheeler. It costs 25,000 Indian rupees, which is very competitive with the current available options in the market. Currently, we have three main products in Lari. One is fully foldable carts, another is box carts, and third is customized carts as well. Another part is technology. So in heating, we create two products. First is hot plate. So we create a hot plate which works on battery, which can achieve a temperature of 220 degrees Celsius, which is again having 4.5 hours of battery life. It can go till 6 hours on a continuous use as well. It is portable, you can take it anywhere you like. It is not bulky, it weighs less than a kg. And again, it is powered by our proprietary technology. We make another solution in heating, which is called hot box, which is air heating solution. So it is essentially a delivery box which can heat inside up till 150 degrees Celsius, having 3.5 hours of battery life on a single charge. which is retrofittable. So you don't need to have our own delivery box. Our technology can be fit on any delivery box out there today. And again, it is powered by our proprietary heating and DC to DC conversion technology. In total, in our heating side of it, currently we have hot box and hot plate, which is the product we are already out there and we are now commercializing it. And on the second part of which will we later do is working on food warmer, fryer, and griller, which are again battery based, but the core technology remains the same. One of the big use case is the delivery box today out there. Swiggy's, Zomato's of the world to give temperature specific delivery to the end client. It's a huge use case for these kind of products. On the other side, we also develop cooling technologies. So that's where we make cold box, which can take up to 5 degree of temperature. Currently, we are able to make it up to 5 degree of temperature. It has 5 hours of battery life. It provides a great food quality to the end client, and again it is developed by our proprietary cooling technology. It has huge application area, one of the major being pharmaceutical supply chain delivery, and another being fresh food and vegetable flowers delivery as well. In the inclusion, we have worked with a lot of families, lot of street food vendors to upskill them, give them family support as well as training. Apart from everything, a lot of times we talk a lot about business, we talk about a lot about revenue and everything. But us as Cibos, we stick with our core values of being transparent to our customer, end user, or investor. Be inclusive, be empowering, be passionate, and learn each and every time. Till now, we have given out more than 120 plus street food cards we have sold, and our street food card has registered a 43% revenue increase in our clients. We have worked with brands like T-Post, we have worked with brands like Food Memory. On the CSR side of our cards, brands like Tata Steel Foundation have been our clients. We are trusted, supported, and recognized by some of the best incubators and in India. Some of the great government schemes, as well as abroad, like Western Union Foundation, as well as Watson Institute in US. Till now, year to date, we started selling our cards in September 2021, and till now we have done a revenue of 67.5 lakhs. We have sold 82 plus cards, 12 hot boxes, and 2 cold boxes. This is what our future is like, where current focus is on growing the laris to be sold, eventually moving our revenue much more towards hot boxes and cold boxes once they get ready for the commercial market out there. Today our ask is 1.1 CR with a valuation, with a dilution of 6 to 10%. So that's our ask for today, and this is how the breakup looks like, where majority of spending goes into team building and human resources. And yes, that's it from my end. I'm Aditya Dave from Cibos Techno Solutions Pvt. Thank you so much.
Tell me, who are exactly your customers? Whom are you trying to sell this?
For laris, there are direct small businesses or aspiring young businesses out there, or the small franchisees as well, like Marquee Momos, small franchisees are our clients. For heating, for hot plates, hot boxes, sorry, ideally our logistics company who cater eventually to the Zomatos and Swiggy's of the world are our clients. And then if we look out at the hot plate, so that's where our clients, which already are street food vendors, are. They have been in huge demand, and that is where this product is made by the demand of my clients, and that's where it's a huge push from. So they are our clients.
So why are you targeting 3 different markets and not focusing only on one?
So essentially, the core market, the vendors, so young professionals who become street food vendors will eventually buy my hot plate. So eventually they will buy, but at different lifetime of their businesses. So once they buy Larry, they already become my prospective buyers of hot plates, hot delivery boxes, as well as cold boxes, but at different lifetime of their business. Till now, a lot of our orders have been repeat orders only, because they have understood the product or they have took the product once. So they want another product. They want another product.
What is the pricing of the products and your gross margin?
For Lari, the pricing is 25,000 rupees. Gross margin are 55 to 58% of gross margins for Lari. For hot boxes, our pricing is 4,000 and gross margins are 50% as of now. And hot plates, that's where our margins are 52% and the pricing is 2,000 rupees.
Just one last question. Is it all manufactured in-house or outsourced?
Currently, yes. Recently, we have shifted to outsourcing of key components and we assemble in-house as of now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Just one question, what is the difference between your product and generally we see on the streets? Like, as the product is not patentable, so how will you differentiate yourself?
Definitely, sir. Really good question. Thank you so much. The product design protection is there, but again, it's not something for we have already filed. So for design protection. But coming back to your question, the materials we use currently it's 100% recycled material. If you use MS, there is rust issue. SS goes high on the premium range. This material gives no rust, electrically insulated, thermally insulated, and it gives a huge portability to people as of now. So rather than going on the competitive, like okay, we'll compete with whoever copies our design, we are trying to barge in now as a first mover because that's how our sales have been. So that's something we are trying to do.
So what I understand that all these street vendors don't buy this cart or lorry, whatever. There are actually the aggregators or the owner, and they give it on rental for 300 rupees a day, 400 rupees. The reason being that they can't afford that, first thing. Secondly, there is always a 15 days, there is a raid from the municipal officers, and they will just destroy, take over, whichever way they want to take it. So therefore, again, they have to invest. So how do you actually protect them? So is there a different model that you have thought through instead of just selling? Because, or is it that the vendor is your customer, or is it the investors like me or he who would buy the card and then give it on a lease, or you give it on a lease something on a per day basis? So what's your thought around it?
For your first part of the question, we have a detailed talk with 6 smart cities as of now. So for them, this becomes a good model. If so, cards are cheap currently because 25,000 they are okay with the pricing. For them, becomes a good model to buy the cards in bulk and create such parks. So this is yet to finalize, and that's something we are working on, because if this comes in, it becomes a great model because municipal corporation buys it, makes it a park and gives it to lease for people. So that's one model we have thought of currently. Second, we have sold all the cards to the people who are end users as of now. A lot of people are aggregators, but again, that people are not susceptible to change, but they are susceptible to imitation. So we have had aggregators who have come in for us at a later stage when they saw 6 of the other vendors around them who had their own cards buy it. And when people saw, okay, 25-30 mein humko hamara card mil sakta hai, so then they were coming forward because this is something essentially they don't have to worry of municipal because wahan they don't have to put it at night as well. They don't put it at night, so they just take it away, they put it and take it at their home. So that place is empty at night. They don't have to worry when they're doing the business. They don't have to worry as well. Whenever they will fold it and take it away. So imitation has been a lot, big, I would say, a preference or a thing where they have forced people to buy these cards. So I think that should answer the question.
Have you worked with like all these municipal corporations or all the authorities to say that okay, my card is more ecological card and foldable, and we can ensure that it will not impact the environment, or I would not impact even the kind of mobility and all those things, and then get yourself registered, get licensed, and then try and see that okay, the scalability or the sellability improves, and then you're also solving the problem of what you call the traffic jam and then dirtiness and all those things. Have you thought on that side to increase your sales or expand your business model?
Yes, I would say partially yes, but honestly, I have had conversation where sustainability was a talk, but they couldn't have cared less about it. But again, for them, it was because it's foldable, we could protect it. We could lock it, we could place it easily, our spaces won't be ruined. So that's why they are very interested to accept the model. Sustainability is another aspect. And second, due to its foldability, every day when you fold it, you have to clean it. You cannot keep it dirty. So that's why they were not worried about hygiene and sanitation that much as well. Because it's folding, you just put it, it will be cleaned and put in and come back. So that's the two factors which drove them to the current negotiations which are going on and we are trying to finalize if
But are you in discussion with the authorities to say that we are
Yes.
trying to solve this problem?
Yes.
And therefore, please, I would say, remove this harassment always.
We are in
Then I think
discussion.
that will improve your, I would say, sellability.
Yes, we are in discussion. So yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do you also plan to sell to the end users? Because there are a lot of users who use induction, wired inductions. So the hot plate can be a substitute for that, or a battery operated cooling system can be a.
So hot plate eventually would be an appliance. Current two models are being tried out. We are not
Are
yet
you
sure.
currently selling on Amazon, Flipkart?
No, we are not, because two models are being thought of how things go forward. One is direct to consumer, that is where we go on Amazon or other places. But second is where we do technology transfer to a bigger appliance maker. And they sell it eventually because we don't have expertise in manufacturing and selling, and we don't have like Crompton. If they make pens, everyone's gonna buy them. So technology transfer is another.
So you'll sell that patent or technology to
Yes.
Do you have the patents for the heating and cooling solutions as such, or what is the status of the patent?
So they are filed as of now. Heating, cooling, and third, very important is DC to DC conversion, because that makes this battery life longer, effective usage, and eventually using heating, cooling. So that's currently it's filed, and we are yet to see how it. And two design protection as well already filed, waiting for it.
In terms of scalability and revenue generation, are you looking at a pure lease model or is it a sale model?
Sale model.
It's a sale model. And second question is, in terms of diversification, have you thought of tying up with cloud kitchens, who may require similar sort of service? So, yeah, go ahead.
No, please.
Yeah, so I think cloud kitchens today also, there are a lot of them who don't want to put up their own infrastructure, right? So they're looking to lease or sort of, partner with someone. So in that angle, have you explored that angle, or is this something there as a future vision for you?
So we have reached out, and we have had queries from people who own such settings, and they lease out to the cloud kitchens eventually. So we have tried and sold to them. So that's how the thing has been. So even if you see the fully foldable cart, they require a bigger space. So they require 8 feet by 4 feet. So that's our top model on that fully foldable cart. So even margins are higher, but they require that. So we have made a model, and now we are selling it to them that you can buy it and then you can lease it. Because currently, personally or even as a business, we don't really want to put in the lease model. One, don't understand it very depth level, and second, that there is a huge cash going in. So rather than focusing on the profitability and unit economics while growing is the aspect.
Last question, what's the kind of success ratio you've seen in terms of the pure vendor part right now for street food vendoring?
So out of every 10 vendors we approach or leads essentially, we are able to close with 6 as of now, 6 to
6 out of
7.
10.
Yes.
So I'd like to thank Aditya. Thank you for this pitch.